Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Pull up our website, scan your VIN, and you are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer in under 5 minutes. See you at DennyMenholtToyota.com for your Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Everyone says they want to change the world. But not everyone will. We are not everyone.
Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet buys cars. You heard that right. We don't just sell cars, we buy them too. And what we really want is your certifiable vehicle. So if you drive a 16 or newer Chevy, GMC, Buick, or Cadillac with under 75,000 miles, we're ready to pay top dollar and want to talk to you. We make cash offers every day on all makes and models of local cars, trucks, and SUVs. No obligation appraisals, and it's fast and free. Stop by Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet or save time and start by visiting our website at rapidchevrolet.com.
You're doing a lot. Maybe you're starting a family, building a home, growing a business. Security First Bank knows your life is constantly changing. And while our commitment remains constant, we're changing too, with tools, technology, and new products from people you trust. For all the ways you're changing and all the things you're doing, we're the bank. Security First Bank. Member FDIC.
On Jackson Boulevard in Rapid City, South Dakota, famous for their delicious cakes, cupcakes, and other tasty baked goods. But did you know they're the only bakery in town to offer free consultations? Not to mention free samples when planning your big or small wedding. They also take special orders for that special party for that special someone. Check out their daily specials on Facebook or call ahead to grab some goodies for the office on your way to work. Star Spangled Batter is a proud sponsor of Rapid City sports and activities on liveticket.tv.
A lot has changed since 1962, but one thing hasn't: the hometown service you expect from Dale's Tire and Retreading. Dale's Tire has been providing quality brands and service to the Black Hills area for over 50 years, and we couldn't have done it without you. That's why we are pleased to service your vehicle, saving you time and getting your vehicle back on the road. Because at Dale's Tire, we don't just sell tires, we build lifetime relationships. Dale's Tire, Campbell Street and Deadwood Avenue, Rapid City. A lot of
Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet buys cars. You heard that right. We don't just sell cars, we buy them too. And what we really want is your certifiable vehicle. So if you drive a 16 or newer Chevy, GMC, Buick, or Cadillac with under 75,000 miles, we're ready to pay top dollar and want to talk to you. We make cash offers every day on all makes and models of local cars, trucks, and SUVs. No obligation appraisals, and it's fast and free. Stop by Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet or save time and start by visiting our website at rapidchevrolet.com. Denny Menholt.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements. Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the... Live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City Sports Talk Show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com. Hi, this is...
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Pull up our website, scan your VIN, and you are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer in under 5 minutes. See you at DennyMenholtToyota.com for your Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer. Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Pull up our website, scan your VIN, and you are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer in under 5 minutes. See you at DennyMenholtToyota.com for your Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer. Kelly.
My kid wrecked his car, his third car. The kid needs a car. We need the kid to have a car. What did I do? I begged my insurance agent for mercy. That's another story. Then I went to Copper Motors in Rapid City and found a safe, reliable car.
Copper Motors is a small, trusted dealership specializing in safe, quality pre-owned vehicles. No pressure, no hassle. Each vehicle is inspected, serviced, and detailed with a warranty like no other. Copper Motors, corner of Campbell and Omaha.
You're doing a lot. Maybe you're starting a family, building a home, growing a business, or investing in your legacy. Security First Bank knows your life is constantly changing. And while our commitment remains constant, we're changing too, with tools, technology, and new products from people you trust. For all the ways you're changing and all the things you're doing, we're the bank. Security First Bank. Member FDIC. You're doing a lot.
back here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium on this Friday night. We're back here at the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast booth. Sales, service, and side-by-side. With Dean Gurr, I'm Jerome Wickersham. This is the J&J Truck and Auto Body pregame show. That's J&J Truck and Auto Body on East Philadelphia Street in Rapid City. Again, it's the third-ranked Rapid City Stevens Raiders. They're 14-2 on the year. In fact, their only two losses are to Rapid City Central and Sioux Falls O'Gorman on this very same court. So the only two losses have been here at home, but the Raiders are hoping to take care of business. They're taking on the Mitchell Kernels, who come in with a record of 9 wins and 7 losses. Let's take a look at our keys to the game. Today's keys to the game are brought to you by Dakota Discount RV. Find the key to building lasting family memories with a new or pre-owned RV from Dakota Discount RV. Take a look at their great selection of RVs at 2 locations. Dakota Discount RV across from Cabela's and also on JB Road in Blackhawk. Like you said earlier, Dean, the Raiders want to just, take care of business this weekend. And, of course, Mitchell, they're hoping to, see what they can do this weekend. But what do these teams need to do tonight, to pick up that victory?
Well, definitely, we'll go with the Kernels first. They got to be able to measure up. Washington, it just wasn't there. They were down 18-3 right away. So when I talked to Coach Knipling, he said, what we've got to do is we've got to turn the Raiders into jump shooters. Defensively, they have to be able to get back quickly, and they have to just force them to take jump shots. They can't let them drive the lane. They can't let them get rebounds. So they're going to have to be physical, box out, and assertive getting after that ball. Offensively, they can't turn the ball over. The Raiders can turn it over and turn it into points so fast that they just absolutely have to take care of the ball and slow it down. On the other end, the Raiders, that's what they want to do. They want to run. Okay, they're going to look for quick turnovers. They're going to look to move the ball quickly and just absolutely run back and forth as much as they possibly can. Tons of pressure they will be applying today.
And again, that's today's keys to the game, brought to you by Dakota Discount RV, with 2 locations across from Cabela's and also on JB Road in Blackhawk. And Dean, real quickly, looking at one of the stats earlier, for Mitchell, they come out here to Western South Dakota, and in fact, they're facing the top 2 defenses in Class AA girls basketball in points scored against, as the Raiders are tops, allowing only 37.8 points per game, and Rapid City Central is second, giving up only 39.1 points per game.
Yeah,
so defensively, they're running into 2 very good defensive teams.
Yeah, it is, and it's quite amazing because they're 2 totally different styles. The Raiders run man-to-man, and Coach Knipling said, you don't see that too often. More often in the girls' game, it's a lot of zone. Of course, Central runs that zone defense, and they run it very well, and we'll obviously see that tomorrow as well.
Yep, we'll see that tomorrow when Mitchell takes on Rapid City Central right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. We are going to pause for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off. Right here, we're back in 2 minutes on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City and foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Whether you run...
at the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, sales service, and side-by-side. Jerome Wickersham and Dean Greer with you on this Friday night. Let's get you set for tip-off tonight between the Mitchell Kernels, 9-7 on the year, and the number 3 ranked Rapid City Stevens Raiders. They are 14-2. First, the starting lineups. Again, they're brought to you by Connect Home Center. Whether it's residential or commercial, Connect Home Center has been your hometown lumberyard since 1928. Again, for the Mitchell Kernels, their starting lineup looks like this. Number 11, Taylor Giblin, a 5'6 junior guard. Number 13, Aaliyah Howard. She is a 5'4 senior guard. Number 12, Lauren Van Overshield. She is a 5'4 freshman guard. Number 23, Sarah Siebert. She stands 5'7 and a senior guard. And in the middle for Mitchell, number 24, Caitlin Christensen, a 6-foot senior forward. Head coach in his third year is Cole Knipling. He spent the previous 11 years at Elk Point Jefferson. Now the starting lineup for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Their starting lineup looks like this. Looks like number 3, Talia Porter. She is a 5'8 freshman guard forward. Number 22, Macy Walton, a 5'9 junior guard forward. Number 21, Jada McNabb. She's a 5'10 senior. Number 23, Bailey Sobzak, a 6-foot senior forward center. And then number 32, Jaden Matkins, a 6-foot senior forward center. Head coach for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders in his first year is head coach Adam Gannenbrink.
It looks like Gil Delzer sitting there.
Sorry, correction. The 5'8 senior in the starting lineup tonight, so correction on that.
I even asked him. He even told me the same one, so I don't know what happened, but either way.
And again, that's today's starting lineups being built by Connect Home Center, your hometown lumberyard since 1928. There's the tip. It's controlled by the Raiders, going from left to right now in their white uniforms with the blue numbers. The Kernels in their black uniforms with the yellow numbers. McNabb in the front court, backdoor pass to Delzer in the post. She kicks it back outside. Now they work it around. Watson to Porter, down low to Sobzak. Now Delzer back out to Watson. Here's Sobzak in the low post. A scoop shot. Not really a good-looking shot there, but it is cleaned up there by Jada McNabb. She puts it back for 2.
Which, we look at the stats, she has more offensive rebounds than defensive. That's how great she is around the offensive glass.
A little bit of pressure there. Almost stolen in the backcourt. Siebert tried to get it into the front court. That's going to be a 10-second violation.
Yeah, when I talked to Coach Knipling, he said, we got to break the pressure to beat the pressure. That was his quote for the team. And today's officials, the law on the court presented by the South Dakota Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection, here to inform and assist. There's Jill Delzer for 3. That one off the mark, no good. Rebound grabbed by Mitchell. Again, today's officials are Ellen Schmaltz, D'Amico Rodriguez, and Ellen Olson. So Mitchell gets into the front court. This is going to be Giblin the basketball. She'll get it to the right elbow. That's Christensen. As the Kernels go from right to left, now they get it back to Giblin. She gets around the screen to the left side, gets to the elbow, spins to the baseline, puts up a tough shot, no good. We're going to have a jump ball between Christensen and Sobzak, and looks like Mitchell will keep possession of the basketball. And Caitlin Christensen, her dad is the head coach of Dakota Wesleyan, Jason Christensen.
Giblin will trigger it in from the right baseline. Having trouble getting the ball in. She finally throws it in. It's tapped by McNabb. She gets the steal. McNabb races into the front court, and she's going to bank it in for 2.
Dude, just a fantastic little defensive back we got going on there. She tips it right in, says, here I go, and follows it up, kind of like the scoop and the score here.
So Coach Cole Knipling wants a 30-second timeout with 6:37 to go here in the first quarter on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. It's Rapid City Stevens 4 and the Mitchell Kernels nothing, and all 4 of those points to Jada McNabb, the 5'10 senior.
Now, I'll tell you what difference a season makes. So last year, Mitchell came here. They were down 8. They did man defense. They were down 8, and Coach Knipling stopped. He put in a zone. They end up beating him by 20.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the Raiders, a little bit of a revenge.
Exactly.
Like I said, when you lose 4 seniors who are now currently playing collegiate basketball. It's kind of hard to say, hey, this is the same team.
There's that pressure defense by the Raiders. In the backcourt, that's going to be Van Overshield. She is trapped. She gets rid of the basketball. It's going to be stolen by the Raiders. Again, ahead to McNabb. McNabb banks it in for 2. 6 points in the first, 1 minute and 40 seconds for Jada McNabb. Now the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay Mitchell basketball, but it is not easy for the Kernels as they try to break this full-court press.
And I'll tell you what, this game might be sponsored by Billy Joel. We've got two referees with Allen, so we're living in Allentown, and then they're feeling the pressure by the Raiders. From the top of the key, there's Van Overshield. Is that number? No, it's number 11. I'm sorry. That's Taylor Giblin who knocks down the 3. That's something Mitchell desperately needed. Here's Delzer in the right corner. Cross-court pass to Wathen. Wathen dribbles. Now she passes back to Delzer. Cross-court to Sobzak. She drives the baseline. Kicks it out to Delzer, and that's a charge there on Bailey Sobzak.
And I think Coach Scannabring liked that call. From kind of where it came from, I think he's got a little bit of a smile, but he's like, really? Come on. Guys, I mean, she's big and physical, so obviously.
That's the first for Bailey Sobzak, first team foul against the Raiders. Mitchell with the basketball. It's knocked out of the hands and stolen by Wathen. The Raiders are so quick defensively.
They are, and their eyes are on the ball defensively. That's what you want, an eye on the ball, eye on your man.
Here's Porter now. Gives the ball to McNabb at center circle. Dribbles to the top of the key. Now kicks it to Delzer on that right side. She'll get it over to Wathen down low. Here's Porter on the low post. Turnaround jumper's up, no good. Delzer gets the rebound, has the shot blocked, but a foul will send Jill Delzer to the free throw line.
Yeah, every coach will tell you that. That's what happens when you don't box out. You end up in the wrong spot. The other team gets it. Now you got to play, instantaneous defense, and you just throw an arm up, and you're going to get a foul.
Sarah Siebert, the 5'7" senior, commits that foul for Mitchell. That's her first team foul on the Kernels. Jill Delzer at the free throw line. That free throw is good. So now 7-3 is your score. On the State Farm scoreboard, the Raiders with the lead, 5:17 remaining here in the first quarter. Second free throw by Delzer is up, and that one is good as well.
I love that rotation. It was nice and pretty, just great backspin.
Again, some full-court pressure defense by the Raiders. Here's Siebert in the backcourt, gets the ball ahead. They'll work it to, that is Siebert, and now they go to Howard. They work it around the perimeter, over to Giblin. Into that left corner, the shot is blocked. It was a 3, and then it was saved from going out of bounds by Sobzak. Porter in the paint, puts up the short jumper, bounces around the rim, and goes in for 2.
And now we're going to get timeout number 2 by Coach Knippling. Like, look, if we can't do something to knock them down on that transition defense, we got to be able to get back and force them. That's one of the toughest things to do. You go from offense to defense, and now you got to force them into a half court. And attacking teams like the Raiders just thrive on this.
So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, it's Rapid City Stevens 10, Mitchell 3. We're back in 30 seconds. Right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City and FoxSportsRapidCity.com, as well as GoRaidersLive.com.
Maybe you're starting a family, building a home, growing a business, or investing in your legacy. Security First Bank knows your life is constantly changing. And while our commitment remains constant, we're changing too, with tools, technology, and new products from people you trust. For all the ways you're changing and all the things you're doing, we're the bank. Security First Bank. Member FDIC. You're doing a lot. Maybe you're starting.
And back here at Harold Hire Gymnasium to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Mitchell has the basketball coming out of that timeout, trailing by 7. They'll work the ball ahead to Christensen. And now Maddie Kemp, a 5'4" sophomore, is checked in the ball game as well. Right side to Siebert. Now they work it down low to Kemp. Kemp tries to get rid of the basketball. It is loose. It's going to be stolen by Porter. Raiders now move it into the front court. Here's Porter. Porter, the Euro step there, too hard off the glass, no good. Rebound grabbed by Siebert. She'll work her way into the front court. Now she's cut off. Siebert gets rid of the basketball. It'll go to Van Overshield. Van Overshield in the front court, gets in the paint, puts up a tough scoop shot, and that goes in for two. It's the toughest, you're right. Lauren Van Overshield with 2 points. Wathen now to McNabb, now to Porter in the corner, out to Delzer. Delzer back to McNabb, and it's going to be a rare turnover for the Raiders as Jada McNabb's called for the travel.
And, you know, McNabb, her feet are so quick sometimes. She gets her feet going just every once in a while. She's actually been doing that for quite a while, but she just gets going and just has that step, and sometimes it just gets a little bit ahead of her.
Number 5, Ella Kiefer, and number 33, Megan Balloon. They have both checked in the ball game for the Raiders. Out front now, this is going to be Giblin, the basketball, dribbles to the right side, passes it to Siebert. Now they work at the Kemp. There's the backdoor pass, goes to Christensen, and it's going to be a jump ball, I think.
Yep, it is going to be a held ball underneath. And I'll tell you right now, you talked about how quick the Raiders are defensively. One thing that's not helping is the Kernels just are not moving the ball. They had a jump shot there earlier, but instead of turning around making that jump shot, the gal kind of turned around and had kind of sized it up.
Here's McNabb in the right corner, dribbles out to the wing. Now passes the ball to Porter. Porter gets in the paint, drives hard to the basket, shot's no good. Balloon gets the rebound. Her shot is blocked by Christensen. Then it's stolen back, though, by Ella Kiefer. Kiefer to Wathen in that right corner. Cross-court pass to Balloon. She kicks it out. Porter shoots the three. That one off the mark, no good. McNabb grabs the rebound, and it looks like a foul. It's going to be a reach-in foul there on number 30, Maddie Kemp.
And I'll tell you right now, kind of as this little segment part of the first quarter rolls along, it's the offensive rebounds that are keeping the Raiders in the game. It's only 10-5, but they've missed some pretty easy shots.
They get the ball into Balloon. She loses the ball, actually had it blocked, and it goes out of bounds, so it will stay Raider basketball. Again, the last time the Mitchell Kernels played, that was against Sioux Falls, Washington. They lost 55-18. They shot 5 of 40 in the game and had 17 turnovers.
It was 18-3 at the end of the first quarter.
Megan Balloon, her shot is no good. The rebound is grabbed by Giblin. She'll work her way into the front court. They go to Van Overshield. Van Overshield dribbles to around the perimeter there to that right side as they go from right to left. She'll get the ball to Siebert on the right wing. Back out front, Christensen with the basketball. Christensen picks up her dribble, has trouble getting rid of the basketball, and she gets a double dribble as she puts it back on the floor.
No help, like you said. All right, we've already talked about it already a couple of times. The Raiders are just matching up so good defensively against the Kernels, and as they try to move around, they're just sticking with them. There's just nobody open.
Porter to McNabb. McNabb over to Kiefer. Kiefer pump fakes, drives, gives it to Balloon. Now out to Wathen. She's wide open for three, and she knocks it down from the left corner. 13-5 is your score. The Raiders lead by 8 with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Siebert in the front court, or Van Overshield, rather. Van Overshield gives the ball. It'll go to Kemp. Now Kemp on that right wing. Being guarded by Macy Wathen. Gets rid of the ball. It'll go to Giblin. We're going to get a foul. This is going to be a reach on Rapid City Stevens. They play such aggressive defense, though. Right. Like you said, Mitchell having trouble just finding the open player.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we talked to Coach Edinburgh, actually at the beginning of the season, we asked him about their aggressiveness, and he said that's one of our big issues because we foul out because we're so aggressive.
That was Talia Porter picking up her second team foul against the Raiders. This is going to be Siebert the basketball now. As Ellen Schmaltz, the official, took a basketball to the head.
We might have to get the trainer out here and get him a concussion protocol.
Jada McNabb picks up her first third-team foul against the Raiders, and stay Mitchell basketball.
He's got a hard head. He's good.
Hey, he played basketball or football, didn't he?
I believe so. I think he wrestled as well. He's a pretty tough guy. He'll pick you up in the hallway. Literally, you're out there having fun, and he'll pick you up and just carry you like MMA or something.
Here's Camp out to Siebert. Siebert down low. Christensen puts it up. Shot's no good. The battle for the loose ball. Balloon can't haul it in. It goes out of bounds, and it stays Mitchell basketball underneath their own basket.
And Coach Knipling's trying to encourage D'Amico Rodriguez that the Raiders are pushing his Kernel players.
So Maddie Kemp will trigger it in. She gets the ball in. It'll go up front to Giblin. Giblin trying to work it down low, but it's stolen by the Raiders. Here's Delzer. Ahead to McNabb. McNabb, though, has it knocked out of bounds. So it's going to stay Raider basketball underneath their own basket. Jada McNabb will trigger it in along the left baseline. Gets the ball into Ella Kiefer. She's wide open. That three is off the mark. No good. McNabb, though, grabs the rebound. And that was, she just basically didn't even have to leave the floor. Right. She just gets the rebound and puts it back for two.
It's like, hey, well, look what I found right here. Just grabs it, throws it back up.
Jill Delzer with the reach that time as they get the ball to Taylor Giblin. So that's going to be the first on Delzer. Fourth team foul now on the Raiders.
That whole possession, I think Coach Knipling was talking to Alan Schmaltz on the side trying to, the ball's in play and he's still carrying on.
Maddie Kemp will trigger it in. Right in front of us here. She gets the ball in. It'll go to Van Overshield. Crossover dribble. She'll work her way into the front court. Van Overshield kicks it back out. They're going to get it to Giblin. Now left side. That goes to Siebert. Siebert has the ball taken away by Delzer. Delzer bounce pass to McNabb. Back to Delzer. And Delzer finishes with the basket at the other end.
That's just a great two-man game right there. Give it, you get it right back.
It is 17-5, a 12-point lead. Here's Delzer with the steal. She'll get it out to Kiefer, now to Wappen, back to Delzer. She shoots the three. That one off the mark, no good. Siebert grabs the rebound from Mitchell. Here come the Kernels now in the front court. Siebert to the top of the key, picks up her dribble. She'll push the ball over to Giblin. Giblin directs traffic. Giblin tries to drive, and it's taken away by Kiefer, and we're going to get a foul. Again, we talked about the huge loss for Mitchell, losing Stabner.
Yeah,
Sarah Stabner.
Sarah Stabner, yeah, absolutely. And you can already see the frustration of Coach Kipling. They were trying to run that last play, and the gals just aren't in the right place where they need to be. And he's over there. He's practically on the court. He's like 10 feet on the court saying, get over there, get over there.
So for Mitchell, that was Caitlin Christensen picking up her first third-team foul. In the Raiders with the basketball in the low post was Jada McNabb. She is fouled. Or no, it's
player control.
A player control.
The other way, yeah. It wasn't much. There's obviously plenty of contact right there. And I don't know if Coach Dan brings agrees with that one or not. He's not going to say as much this time, but
that's number 2 now on McNabb. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. After 1, it's Rapid City Stevens 17, Mitchell 5. We're back in 1 minute. Right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City and foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Customer service is easy. At Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we are here to help you make your comeback. Our team is standing by to diagnose and treat your injury with some of the most advanced treatment options available and same-day appointments. Monument Health practitioners work closely with our therapists and physicians in communities throughout the Black Hills, with locations in Rapid City and Spearfish. Visit monument.health/orthopedics for more information. That's monument.health/orthopedics for more information.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Back here at Carroll Hire Gymnasium, we're at the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, sales, service, and side-by-sides. We get set to start this second quarter here. 17-5 is your score. It's going to be travel by Mitchell as they get the basketball first.
I kind of feel for Coach Knipling right now. He's just, you got to keep the girls in the game, but, he kind of turns and shakes his head, and it's like, look, if we're going to have any chance against the Raiders here, we can't be turning the ball over, and we got to be able to get rebounds.
Here's Porter on the low post. Sobzak with that entry pass to Porter on the low post, and it's going to be a jump ball. It'll be Rapid City Stevens basketball. Real quickly, another score on the State Farm scoreboard. It's a boys basketball final. Rapid City Stevens 60, Mitchell 59, as Jaden Hafes made a three-pointer at the buzzer to give the Raiders the win. The upset win over a really good Mitchell team.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a couple of good wins now for the Raiders, beating Brandon Valley, and now they beat Mitchell. It's like they're definitely contenders.
The 60-59 Rapid City Stevens boys with the win. So congratulations to Coach Stabner and the boys. We're going to get a whistle as Macy Watson shot the three. Sobzak gets the foul, but I think it must have hit the shot clock there. So it will be Mitchell basketball.
We're higher than the shot clock, so we definitely can't see that.
Can't see it. So again, that full court pressure. It's a 12-point Raider lead, 7:24 to go in the second. With the basketball now, this is going to be Van Overshield. She races into the front court, being guarded by Porter. That right side now crossover dribble, left side, gets the ball and go to Kemp. They work it over. This is Addie Simpson. She drives. Her shot is no good. Watson grabs the rebound. Here come the Raiders in transition. They kick it out to Delzer now. Delzer on the left wing, back out to Sobzak. Over to Ella Keeper. Keeper on the wing, back out to Delzer. Delzer to Sobzak. She'll shoot the baseline jumper. It's good for Peyton Sobzak. That's her first basket in the contest. 19-5 now, a 14-point Raider lead. 6:39 to go in the second on the State Farm scoreboard. There's the pass. It'll go to Van Overshield. She drives. Or Giblin, I'm sorry. Shot's no good, but Taylor Giblin will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Raiders a little bit late on the help defense there. That's kind of one of the things. We'll probably talk about this as the night goes along. Just those little things. You got to be able to get quickly, help defense when they're driving. They get that pass. You get that first step by the defender. You got to be able to step up and help. You got to make them kick the ball out somewhere else and shoot something else. And if you're late, if your eyes aren't on the ball quick enough, these are just those opportunities to clean up some of those little things.
Taylor Giblin makes the first free throw. Second free throw attempt is good as well. So Taylor Giblin has 5 of the Kernels' 7 points. Almost stolen. Delzer bounce pass to Sobzak. She kicks it out. It'll go to Keeper from the right side. That's an air ball. It's going to be saved by Sobzak. Sobzak gets it over to Watson. She wants to drive the baseline. Now Delzer over to Sobzak. She'll shoot the three. That's an air ball. The ball is loose. Ella Keeper picks it up. And we're going to get a whistle against Mitchell.
Wow, 2 air balls in that possession alone by the Raiders. A little uncharacteristic. 10 seconds left on the shot clock, and you end up fouling. That's just the continued frustration for the Kernels.
Lauren Van Overshield picking up her first 4th-team foul against the Kernels, or 5th-team foul, rather. Porter gets the ball into McNabb. They go with Porter, McNabb, Sobzak, Balloon, and Delzer. Here's Balloon in the left corner. There's Delzer for 3 now, and she knocks it down. Jill Delzer with 7 points in the ball game, and it's 22-7. The Raiders with the lead over the Mitchell Kernels. Kernels with the basketball. This is Giblin. Now right side. They're going to work it over Van Overshield to Siebert, and trying to work it inside. Going to be tipped and stolen by McNabb. McNabb to Delzer in the front court, over to Porter. And it looks like a jump ball between Porter. And was that, I can't quite tell the number there, number 11, so Taylor Giblin.
You know, back there on that defensive end, McNabb, we talked about this earlier, I think in the O'Gorman game, those face cuts that come across. She didn't allow it. They tried to get it in. She made the cutter go underneath her, and she stole it right back the other way.
This is Taylor Giblin in the front court. Right side gets it to Van Overshield. She'll drive the right baseline. Now she picks up her dribble. Van Overshield gets it to Christensen. Back out to Giblin. Giblin, top of the key, down to 15 seconds on the shot clock. Left side to Maddie Kemp. Kemp Over to Siebert. Siebert driving out of control, loses the basketball. It's going to be stolen by Sobzak. Sobzak to Porter in the front court. Sobzak, I don't know if she was trying to pass it. It bounces off the backboard. Balloon chases it down, and the Raiders keep it alive. Delzer to McNabb. She's wide open for three, and it's good. 11 points in this first half for Jada McNabb, and it's 25-7 now. The Raiders with the lead. 4.5 minutes to go before halftime. Here's Van Overshield in the front court, and now we get another timeout. This one is a 30-second timeout. Again, 4:33 to go in the second quarter on the State Farm scoreboard. Rapid City Stevens 25 and Mitchell 7 in girls basketball action. While we have a break in the action, we'll take a look at our scoreboard.
Boy, Addie Kemp, that last possession, boy, she almost looked like she did a face plant right into those bleachers that are right behind the basket there on the Raiders side of the court. You know, she got up and came back the other way, but at least from this angle, it did not look good.
Some other scores in girls AA. Spearfish defeats Harrisburg 49-36. It is Pierre over Watertown 46-33 your final. At the end of the first half, it's Rapid City Central 21, Huron 17 is your score there. And in AA boys basketball, Harrisburg defeats Spearfish 74-37. It was Sioux Falls Jefferson 70, Sioux Falls Lincoln 69 is your final there. And Sioux Falls Roosevelt defeats Washington 66-40.
Wow, that defense of Roosevelt is just absolutely devastating.
It is. And, of course, the Rapid City Stevens boys, they defeated Mitchell, like we said, on a three-pointer at the buzzer.
Do we not have the Central Huron boys game?
Should we have that? Because we get another timeout.
Yeah, now it looks like, is the Raiders taking a timeout here? Or is that
it's going to be the Mitchell Kernels. They have one timeout remaining.
Yeah. He is just right in the grill of one of his players right now, trying to get him to know what they're doing in the right place at the right time. You can just see him just imploring, gals, there are things that we have to do, and we have to play basic basketball the right way. We got to be able to move the ball. We got to hang on to the ball. All of those things we got to do on top of X, Y, and Z against this Raider team.
And you were asking about the Central Cobblers. We do not have a score yet in Rapid City Central and Huron.
Just wondering on that one.
But if we do get a score, we'll have our halftime show coming up in about 5 minutes. We'll try to track down some more scores for you.
I'll tell you what, if the Kernels don't come out, at least of this game, like a shiny diamond because of all of the pressure that's put on them tonight, I'm not sure of my science and the effect of pressure.
So the Raiders come out of that timeout with Macy Wathen, Bailey Sobzak, Megan Balloon, Talia Porter, and Ella Kiefer. This is Siebert, the basketball now being guarded. Now she spins back to her left, gets in the paint, puts up a tough shot, no good. Sobzak grabs the rebound for the Raiders, kicks it outside, it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Mitchell basketball. So Mitchell gets the ball back.
Yeah, again, that last shot up there, double team. She throws it up in the air, just can't get it. Sobzak just, so good underneath. That's just what's so good about the Raiders. They have the inside presence. They got the outside presence. They work hard. They shoot well.
Player driving there, I think that's number 12. That's Van Overshield. She was driving, loses the basketball. But it was last touched by the Raiders.
Yeah, and like we said, it's learning to compete all over again. And this is game number 2 for the Kernels.
They get the ball into Siebert. She shoots the 3 shots, no good. Sobzak with another rebound, gets the ball out to Wathen, now ahead to Kiefer. Kiefer in that corner, dribbles back out, gives it to Wathen, now to Sobzak as they work it around the perimeter. In the paint and putting up the scoop shot, it's no good for Sobzak. A battle for the rebound. Sobzak gets it back, gets it out to Kiefer. Kiefer on that right side, trying to work the ball to Porter. Porter out to Wathen. Now back to Porter. She's wide open. She puts it in for 2.
The Raiders are just way more physical than the Kernels right now. And That's something that you just can't change in one night of ball. 27-7 now, a 17 or 20-point lead rather for Rapid City Stevens. 3:12 to go in the second quarter. Van Overshield as they work the ball to Siebert. She gets in the paint, puts up a tough shot. It bounces around the rim, no good. Balloon grabs the rebound. Now the ball is loose. Christensen had it for a moment. There's still bodies flying after the basketball, and it's going to be a jump between Siebert and Talia Porter.
Just out of control there. I'm surprised someone didn't get hurt on that one, but Gal's just trying to do things, trying to make efforts, and just
actually Delaney Deegan, the 5'4" sophomore, was there with the tie-up. So it'll be Raider basketball. They lead 27-7, 2:56 to go before halftime. Brittany Jones checks in. She gets in the front court, gives the ball to Balloon. She drives the baseline, tries to bank it in, no good. Isabel Higgins grabs the rebound, kicks it out to Delzer. Now they go to Jones, back to Higgins. Higgins out to Macy Wathen. And a 3-second violation on Isabel Higgins, the 5'8" sophomore.
Well, you don't see that called too often, but, when they're trying to put some pressure and be a significant part of that play, they got to be aware of where their position is.
This is going to be Giblin in the front court, dribbling in front of the Raider bench. Now spins back to the right, dribbles around the perimeter, gets to the right side, gives the ball to Deegan. Delaney Deegan the basketball. Now Jones swats it away. Here's Jones in the front court. She'll slow it down. She'll give the ball to Higgins. Higgins gets in the paint, puts up the shot, and a charging foul or player control on Isabel Higgins.
Yeah, and it wasn't that bad. She was actually just right in the middle of the paint, just kind of stepped forward enough, created that contact, and got the, like you said, player control foul.
That's her first. That's the 7th team foul on the Raiders. 2:15 remaining, still a 20-point Raider lead. This is going to be Giblin in the front court now. Gives it to Sarah Siebert. Now left side, they'll work it over to Van Overshield. She'll dribble around the perimeter. Tries to split the defenders. It's taken away by Brittany Jones. Jones in the front court. Bounce pass to Wathen. Then Wathen puts it in for 2. 5 points now for Macy Wathen. It's a 22-point Raider lead, 29-7 now. Minute 45 to play in the second quarter. Deegan wants to drive that right baseline. Now she picks up her dribble. Gets rid of the ball. It'll go to Christensen. Christensen to Siebert as she was making a cut to the basket. It's going to be a foul, though, against Jill Delzer.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good cut. Right now the Kernels are just struggling to get the ball in places. They dribble into trouble, and they get in trouble, and their teammates can't help them out in any fashion for the most part. But that time, there was a nice little slice right down the middle, got right in front of Delzer, and had a great look at it. Delzer just got her arm on her.
So Sarah Siebert at the free throw line with the bonus situation. She makes the first. Here's the second free throw coming up. That one bounces around the rim, no good. The rebound is going to be grabbed by number 33, Megan Balloon. They get it out to Jones now. Jones the keeper. Keeper on the near side, back to Jones on the far side. They go to Porter on the elbow, back to Keeper. She'll fire the 3. This one is good for Keeper. Ella Keeper with her first three-pointer, first points of the ball game. The lead continues to climb for the Raiders. They lead 32-8. Here's Siebert, back to her pass. It'll go to Van Overshield. There's going to be either a foul or a jump ball. I think
it was a block. Called underneath.
Blocking foul.
Yeah, it looked like Talia Porter. She obviously must have created the contact before that, but it looked like she had her hands on the ball, was ready to take it and head back the other way.
So Brittany Jones gets called for her first 9th team foul against the Raiders. At the free throw line will be number 12. That is Lauren Van Overshield. She makes the first. She has 3 points now. In the last game, Lauren Van Overshield against Sioux Falls, Washington, she had 3 points. She was 1 of 8 for field goals, and she was 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
This game is very reminiscent of that game. The Kernels just could not get a shot off, and the Warriors just seemed to do whatever they wanted to on offense.
Second free throw, no good for Van Overshield. In the front court now will be the Raiders. They get it to Porter. She kicks it into the corner to Higgins. Higgins, along the right baseline, steps out of bounds, though. She tried to make the baseline pass to Balloon. Instead, she steps out of bounds, and the Kernels come away with it. with 47 seconds remaining here in the first half. 32-9 is the score. The Raiders all over the Mitchell Kernels. They led 17-5 at the end of the first quarter, and now lead 32-9. Van Overshield will give the ball. It'll go to Taylor Giblin. She works her way into the front court. Giblin to Maddie Kemp. Now to Van Overshield. She dribbles around the perimeter. Van Overshield, left side. They'll work it around. They go to Giblin. Trying to work it to Siebert in the low post. Cross-court pass. Now back out front. Here's Giblin. Giblin, right side to Van Overshield. Down to 12 seconds on the shot clock. Van Overshield. And the ball is loose. It's going to be stolen by the Raiders. Here's Balloon in transition. She kind of loses the ball. She tries to get it to Porter, and Porter can't hold on to it as it goes out of bounds.
That was kind of the issue the last game here is the ball just bouncing around. People just don't grab it and pull it down. And it's just frustrating as a coach. You want to do something to do it. If you can't even handle the ball, you can't do anything.
Giblin around the screen to the right side. We're down to 5 seconds. Giblin splits the defenders, goes up strong. Shot's no good. The ball tapped around. Siebert gets the shot off at the buzzer, and it's good for two. Sarah Siebert knocks down or banks it in for two at the buzzer. And on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, at halftime, it's Rapid City Stevens 32 and Mitchell 11 in girls basketball action. We're back in 1 minute with the halftime show right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City and foxsportsrapidcity.com.
There can be no doubt.
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Manholt Toyota. Pull up our website, scan your VIN, and you are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer in under 5 minutes. See you at DennyManholtToyota.com for your Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Everyone says they want to change the world. But not everyone will. We are not everyone.
Denny Manholt Rapid Chevrolet buys cars. You heard that right. We don't just sell cars, we buy them too. And what we really want is your certifiable vehicle. So if you drive a 16 or newer Chevy, GMC, Buick, or Cadillac with under 75,000 miles, we're ready to pay top dollar and want to talk to you. We make cash offers every day on all makes and models of local cars, trucks, and SUVs. No obligation appraisals, and it's fast and free. Stop by Denny Manholt Rapid Chevrolet or save time and start by visiting our website at rapidchevrolet.com.
You're doing a lot. Maybe you're starting a family, building a home, growing a business. Security First Bank knows your life is constantly changing. And while our commitment remains constant, we're changing too, with tools, technology, and new products from people you trust. For all the ways you're changing and all the things you're doing, we're the bank. Security First Bank. Member FDIC.
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Holt Toyota. Pull up our website, scan your VIN, and you are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer in under 5 minutes. See you at DennymanHoltToyota.com for your Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Everyone says they want to change the world. But not everyone will. We are not everyone.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Star Spangled Batter on Jackson Boulevard in Rapid City, South Dakota. Famous for their delicious cakes, cupcakes, and other tasty baked goods. But did you know they're the only bakery in town to offer free consultations? Not to mention free samples when planning your big or small wedding. They also take special orders for that special party for that special someone. Check out their daily specials on Facebook or call ahead to grab some goodies for the office on your way to work. Star Spangled Batter is a proud sponsor of Rapid City sports and activities on liveticket.tv.
A lot has changed since 1962, but one thing hasn't: the hometown service you expect from Dale's Tire and Retreading. Dale's Tire has been providing quality brands and service to the Black Hills area for over 50 years, and we couldn't have done it without you. That's why we are pleased to service your vehicle, saving you time and getting your vehicle back on the road. Because at Dale's Tire, we don't just sell tires, we build lifetime relationships. Dale's Tire, Campbell Street and Deadwood Avenue, Rapid City. A lot has changed.
And we're back here at the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, sales service and side-by-side. From Wickersham and Dean Gurr with you on this Friday night as we get set to wrap up our halftime show. Real quickly, as final tonight in boys basketball action. Of course, we said earlier that Rapid City Stevens upset the Mitchell Kernels in boys basketball 60-59 on a buzzer-beating three-pointer by Jaden H. The other score from Eastern South Dakota, it was Huron over Rapid City Central, 61-55. So, I mean, again, from the score there, the Cobblers, looked like they battled in that game.
Yeah, somewhat competitive. It's good to see again. The Cobblers hanging in that number 16 spot, trying to make the state tournament. Not looking forward to playing Roosevelt, but
in that Sodak 16, yep. So it will be Mitchell with the basketball to start the second half, going from left to right now. Same starting five for both teams. There's the ball. It goes into the backcourt. It's going to be picked up by Giblin. She gets the ball to Christensen in the front court. She hands it back to Giblin. She'll dribble around the perimeter into that right corner now, having trouble getting rid of the basketball. Tries to get it out. She does. She'll get it out. It'll go to Howard. Howard drives, puts up the shot, no good. Waffen grabs the rebound. Outlet pass to Sobzak. Sobzak hurries in a hurry, gets in the front court, dribbles to that right wing as the Raiders go from right to left. They'll get it over to Porter on the left wing now. She dribbles to the top of the key, gets around the screen to the right side. Into the corner, they go to Porter. Porter looking inside for Sobzak. Sobzak in the low post, kicks it outside. Waffen, now they work it around. They go to Porter, trying to get it back to Sobzak, and they overthrow Bailey Sobzak, and it's stolen by the Kernels.
Well, that's too bad. That was such great ball movement. It was hot potato in and out so quickly, and then you get the turnover.
Giblin, left side, they'll get it to Howard. Howard on that left wing. She's been quiet in the ball game. Into the corner, now they get the ball and go to Van Overshield, and I think she stepped out of bounds there.
She did.
A little too far in that corner.
Little too much. She tried to keep her heel up. It looked like her heel was up, but great angle by the official, and hits the line, and we're going the other way.
Jada McNabb crosses the timeline, gives the ball to Porter at the top of the key. Porter, left side, they go to Waffen. There's a zone defense by the Mitchell Kernels. Over to Delzer. Now they elbow, they get it to McNabb, back to Delzer, over to Porter now. Porter splits the defenders, drives hard to the basket, and banks it in for two. 6 points in the game now for Talia Porter. 34-11, the Raiders leading by 23. 6:18 to go in the third quarter. Driving at the other end, that's Van Overshield. Shot is blocked. Christensen picks it up. She kicks it outside. There's a three, and this one gets a friendly bounce and goes in for Taylor Giblin. Her second tray of the ball game. She now has 8 points. 34-14 is your score.
It was a fortuitous bounce.
Here's Sobzak along the right baseline. The reverse is no good. She gets her own rebound, kicks it outside, or gives it to, that's Jada McNabb, who was slashing to the basket. She gets the layup, and now she has 13 points.
Just a great teammate there. You're caught in the basket. You need some help. It shows a little cape flapping in the wind there.
Here's Van Overshield, the basketball, out to Siebert. Siebert will shoot the three. That one was partially blocked. Sobzak comes away with it. In transition now, Sobzak bounce pass to McNabb. McNabb puts up the shot, no good, but a foul by Van Overshield, and that will send Jada McNabb to the free throw line.
Coach Knipling talked about Jada McNabb. He said, I believe she could literally drive the basket 20 times a game and have a huge success and have 30 every night. But she's so unselfish. She moves the ball around. She just is such a complete ball player that she just elevates the rest of the team. She makes that free throw. She has 14 points in the ball game now. Here's the second free throw attempt. That one is good as well. 4 points in the third quarter, 11 in the first half, 15 overall for Jada McNabb. That makes it 38-14. Now the Raiders lead by 24 on the State Farm scoreboard. And there's McNabb with another steal. McNabb bounce pass to Delzer. Delzer off the glass. It's good for 2. 9 points now for Jill Delzer. They don't keep track of points off of turnovers. At least we don't anyway. I'm sure Coach Dannenbring does, but can you imagine how many? They probably have more than the Kernels have points total. Ball's knocked away. It's going to be 2-on-1 right now. Whopping back to McNabb. McNabb will hit the basket +1. What a third quarter here for McNabb. She has 6 points already and 17 overall. Again, gets it, knocks it away, gets it back, gives it up, gets it back again, and just takes it right to the rack. So that foul was on Sarah Siebert, the 5'7" senior. That's her second team foul. Actually, they say first foul on the scoreboard. The free throw is no good for McNabb. Van Overshield in the front court now, dribbles the right baseline, trying to feed it off, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. She tried to feed it to number 32, Addie Simpson. McNabb gets her hand in the way, right in the passing lane. So Simpson will trigger it in from the right baseline. She'll get the ball into Giblin. Giblin gets in the paint, puts up the shot, blocked by Porter. She gets it back. Again, Giblin spins to the baseline, puts up a shot, no good. She's fouled, though, and Taylor Giblin will go to the free throw line. Giblin has been basically the bright spot for the Mitchell Kernels. The junior, has been trying to do everything she can. Yeah, and your psyche changes. When you lose a player like Stabner, all of a sudden, I think that was probably the hard part about that last game. It wasn't the fact that you're playing number 1 Washington, and they are dynamite and have tons of players and lots of athleticism that can do lots of things. But it's the fact that now these girls, it's almost like, hey, we're ready to go into war, and all of a sudden we don't have any guns anymore. What's going on? It just changes your psyche altogether. So, like Coach Knipling said, they have to learn to compete again. They have to learn to trust that they have some players that can do some things, and Giblin is one of them.
10 points now for Taylor Giblin, again, the 5'6" junior. 10 of the 16 points for the Kernels. And the ball is stolen there by Van Overshield. She steps in the passing lane, makes the steal for the Kernels, gets the ball to Siebert on that far sideline, that sideline across from the scorer's table. She gets the ball. It'll go to Simpson. She drives. The ball goes out of bounds, though. She tried to dish it off there. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Raider basketball.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there between her teammates. And that happens. You get the ball out on the perimeter. You're going to drive inside. A lot of them will dribble along the baseline and try to catch somebody on the backside. So you need a backside one. You need a cutter up the middle because you got to be ready for that rebound.
Here's Porter, right side to Kiefer in that corner. She dribbles out to the wing, looking inside instead of a backdoor pass there to Balloon. And Balloon, a tough shot, but she's going to be able to bank it in. Megan Balloon with her first basket. 44-16, the Raiders lead by 28 points. 3:33 to go in the third. Maddie Kemp, the basketball, gets it outside. Siebert wide open from the top of the key. And Sarah Siebert drains the three. She now has 6 points in the game. It's 44-19. Raiders again with that lead. Left side, Porter, the basketball on the left wing, dribbles to the top of the key. Passes, it goes to McNabb. And we're going to get a whistle against the Kernels. Maddie Kemp, the 5'4" sophomore, with her second. That'll be the third team foul. Looks like we're going to get a timeout by head coach Adam Dannenbrink. So 3 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the third quarter on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. It's Rapid City Stevens 44, Mitchell 19. We're back in 30 seconds right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City and foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet buys cars. You heard that right. We don't just sell cars, we buy them too. And what we really want is your certifiable vehicle. So if you drive a 16 or newer Chevy, GMC, Buick, or Cadillac with under 75,000 miles, we're ready to pay top dollar and want to talk to you. We make cash offers every day on all makes and models of local cars, trucks, and SUVs. No obligation appraisals, and it's fast and free. Stop by Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet or save time and start by visiting our website at rapidchevrolet.com.
Denny South Dakota High School basketball on Fox Sports Rapid City, presented by Black Hills Surgical Hospital Sports Medicine and powered by the Rehab Doctors.
Well, we're back here at Carroll Hire Gymnasium at the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth from Wickersham and Dinger. Rapid City Stevens leading Mitchell 44-19. Another score to pass along at the end of the third in girls basketball. It's Rapid City Central 31, Huron 27. So a tight one there over at Howard Nas Gymnasium.
Yeah, definitely. And if I'm not mistaken, did Central lose last weekend?
They did. They split games.
Yep.
They lost. They beat Harrisburg, and they lost by 2 to Yankton.
Yeah, so, Central, unfortunately, I don't think playing as well as Coach Burcham definitely, likes. I think they have tons of talent, can do lots of things, but losing some games maybe they shouldn't be losing. They're 12-4 on the season, the fifth-ranked team in AA girls basketball. Raiders have the basketball. Kiefer wide open from the left wing. She's going to drain the three. 2 3-pointers in the ball game for Ella Kiefer. And the Raiders now lead 47-19 by 28 points over Mitchell. Christensen the basketball. She drives hard to the basket. We're going to get a whistle. That'll be a non-shooting foul. That's going to be on Megan Balloon, her first second-team foul against the Raiders. Maddie Kemp will trigger it in along the left baseline. Gets the ball in. It goes to Giblin in the low post. Giblin rolls out to the wing. Bounce pass right side to Van Overshield. Now down low to Christensen. Christensen double-teamed. And it's going to be a jump ball between Christensen and Delzer. So it'll stay Kernel basketball. Yeah, they're trying to kind of force it into the post here, are the Kernels. And there just really is not a lot of space there. They'll get the ball into Sarah Siebert. She shoots the three. That one is off the mark. No good. The ball's tapped around. Delzer comes away with it. She's in some trouble. Stolen by Christensen. Christensen puts up the shot. No good. And Jada McNabb will be called for her third personal. It's funny how McNabb reacts to it. She swats down there, and then she knows she got the foul. She kind of shrinks her shoulders and her head down a little bit. It's like, dang it. Again, third foul on McNabb. Third team foul against the Raiders. At the free throw line is Caitlin Christensen, the 6-foot senior. That's her first points of the ball game as she makes that first free throw. Second free throw is good as well. 47-21 on the State Farm scoreboard. Rapid City Stevens leading by 26 points. Jada McNabb in the front court. Crossover dribble to the left side. Directing traffic, kind of directing Talia Porter there. Now dribbles back to the right side. Passes to Delzer in that right corner. She drives. Pull-up baseline jumper is no good. Christensen grabs the rebound, gets the outlet pass as it goes to Giblin. Giblin now in the front court. Crossover dribble to the left side. Spins back to her right. Now back to the top of the key. She gets it to Van Overshield. She'll shoot the three from the left corner. That one is short, no good. The ball is tapped out. Players diving for the basketball. Did we get a timeout? We did. It'll be the final timeout for the Mitchell Kernels. Well, it's not like he's saving for overtime or something like that.
So minute 44 to go in the third quarter on the State Farm scoreboard. Again, it's 47-21. Rapid City Stevens leading the Mitchell Kernels. We'll try to grab some other scores for you real quick as well. Of course, the season coming to an end and playoffs starting in some of the lower classes next week.
Yeah, definitely a lot of exciting action like you said, Class B, actually Class B and Class A girls start next weekend because their tournament's earlier. It's funny because the AA go, they end their season, and then their SODAC 16 is like the next week, whereas the A and B girls have to wait a week for their SODAC game.
Mm-hmm. So some scores real quickly. Winner defeats Mobridge Pollock in boys basketball 49-30. It is Jones County 46, Bennett County 37 as they start the fourth quarter. West Central all over Chamberlain tonight, 62-38. It is Del Rapids 55, Lennox 50 is your final in boys basketball. And at halftime, it's Belfouche 31, Faith 20 in boys basketball action. Again, we will go through some more scores.
Definitely a lot of things coming down to seed points. I was at Red Cloud with the Hot Springs Red Cloud game. Just a great playoff atmosphere game as those two are battling for seed points.
Here's Christensen, the basketball. Backdoor pass to Van Overshield. She'll get it down to Christensen now in that right corner. Christensen gives the ball to Kemp. Kemp to Van Overshield in that left corner. She wants to drive, has the ball swatted out of her hands. It is the steal by Jada McNabb ahead to Porter. Porter kicks it out to Delzer. Now they go to Keeper in that left corner. Keeper out to McNabb. Minute 10 to go. McNabb around the perimeter, gives it to Delzer. Back to McNabb in the right corner. McNabb to Delzer, top of the key, reverses it left side to Keeper. Back to Delzer. Now they give it to Porter in the post. She tries to feed it to Balloon. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Kernel basketball.
Now, it's kind of an odd-looking pass. She kind of turned it and tried to use her body to shield off the defender and then tried to, side throw it into whoever that player was down low there.
So now Giblin the basketball for the Kernels down to the final 45 seconds of the third quarter, 26-point lead. McNabb takes the ball away again. The ball in the front court to Keeper, and Keeper goes coast to coast, misses the shot. Porter grabs the rebound, and we're going to get a foul against the Mitchell Kernels.
That was kind of incredible, the steal by McNabb. She basically just took it right out of her hand. And she's done that multiple times tonight. Then she turns around and throws it to her teammate, which was Porter, and it tipped off of Porter into the other teammate, which was Keeper, as she had an open layup and missed it.
Here's Keeper, cross-court pass to Porter. She'll shoot the three. This one is good for Talia Porter. 9 points in the game for Porter. And the Raiders lead by 29, 50-21 over the Mitchell Kernels. 18 seconds to go in the third quarter. With the basketball, here's Giblin down low to Christensen. Christensen spins to the baseline. She's knocked over, though. It's going to be they're going to say a little bump there by Megan Balloon.
Boy, you see that, and you're like, was there really a lot of contact? Obviously enough to call a foul, but it makes you wonder, because obviously Christensen flew to the ground, and I think Coach Standenbrink is not totally sure with that one. He's
sold on that foul.
Yeah, he is. He's laughing about it, which is good.
Seaver drives, gets in the paint, has a shot blocked with a whistle against the Raiders, and I think that's going to be number 4 if it's on Jada McNabb.
It is. It's got to be. She was the one right there. So
it is number 4 on McNabb. 15 foul against the Raiders. Sarah Siebert at the free throw line. 6 points in the game for her. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and that one is good. Now shooting 66% from the free throw line. 6.6 seconds to go in the third. Second free throw is good for Siebert. Raiders will let the ball bounce. It'll be picked up in the front court by McNabb. She fumbles the basketball. Yeah. It goes into the back court in an over and back violation.
It's one of those you just have to kind of laugh about, because it just, in the game situation it is what it is. But that just adds to those turnover totals. We talked about that at halftime. Really got to clean that up.
3 seconds now. Christensen the basketball. She's going to air it, but that's going to be she airs it up at the buzzer. That's going to be an air ball. And that's going to do it on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. After 3, Rapid City Stevens 50, Mitchell 23. We're back in 1 minute right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City and foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Rapid Chevrolet.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements. Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you.
And Megan Balloon hits the three to start this fourth quarter, rather. She has 5 points now as we welcome you back here to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. At the other end, that's going to be Caitlin Christensen in the low post. She puts up the shot, tries to bank it in, no good. And Christensen is fouled, so she goes to the free throw line.
Yeah, you saw that goes to show just the fire and the intensity of this Raider program. They're up 30, 27 at the time, but they're up 30 inbounding, attacking, great ball movement, cashing the three because it was the play. It was open. The play was designed to go underneath. It got cut off. They kicked it out. You cash it in. It's just great execution as you continue to attack.
Christensen makes one of two free throws. There's a backdoor pass. The reverse is up and no good for keeper. So Mitchell comes away with it. Again, 53-24 is your score. 29-point lead for the Raiders. We're going to get a foul on Brittany Jones. That's going to be her second 16 foul, or 7 rather. 17 fouls for the Raiders. At the free throw line is going to be Taylor Giblin. She has 10 points in this ball game. She's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. First free throw on this bonus actually is no good. The ball's tapped around, and the Raiders come away with it. That's going to be Delzer who picks up the loose ball, gets the ball to Keeper in the front court. Keeper back to Delzer. She thought about a three. Now she drives, kicks it into the corner. Watson for three. That one bounces around the rim a couple times. No good. Delzer gets the rebound, puts up the shot, and she's fouled, so Jill Delzer goes to the charity stripe. It doesn't matter who's in there for the Raiders. They are just a machine that they just battle for every rebound.
Yeah, and we talked about it. At halftime, their offensive rebounds were more than the total rebounds of the Mitchell Kernels, and it just keeps going. Again, they have a lot of things. You can't take your foot off the gas pedal because you know you have to play at that level all the time because that's the game that you're going to run into. So it's kind of like training for a marathon. You train as hard as you can, even though you train 40 miles, even if you only have to run 30 miles. So it makes 30 miles a little bit easier. So when you get an opportunity here, you don't let up. You don't play this down to the competition. You continue hard and hard and hard until the final buzzer.
And driving and putting it in, that's number 23, Sarah Siebert. 10 points now for Sarah Siebert. It's 55-26. Jones the basketball to Watson on that left wing. Back to Jones. Now they reverse it. Ella Keeper on the right wing. Keeper. To Watson. Now to Delzer. She'll kick it back outside to Keeper. Keeper crossover dribble. Gets the ball to Delzer. Delzer wants to drive. Puts up a baseline jumper. A running jumper, no good. The ball is loose. It goes out of bounds off the knee of the Raiders, so it will be Kernels basketball. So the Raiders going with Ella Keeper, Brittany Jones, Jill Delzer, Macy Watson, and Megan Balloon on the court. That overshield the basketball. Right side, they get it to Delaney. That's Delaney Deegan. Now the ball is stolen by the Raiders. Here's Balloon in the front court now to that left wing. Out to Jones. Jones reverses it right side. Delzer to Watson along the right baseline. And a blocking foul against Mitchell as Macy Watson was driving the baseline. And the foul is going to be a number 24, Caitlin Christensen. That is 4 for her. 16 foul. Watson the basketball, hands it off to Jones. Jones over to Delzer now. Delzer back to Watson. Out to Balloon. They reverse it into that left corner to Keeper. She almost lost it. Gets it out to Jones. Jones bounce pass to Delzer in the low post, and she's going to bank it in for 2.
Again, just great ball movement there, using the athleticism, able to penetrate the paint there. You get a slasher down that baseline, wide open.
13 points now for Jill Delzer. Into the left corner, that's Delaney Deegan, the 5'4" sophomore, and she's going to knock down the tray. That makes it 57-29, back to a 28-point lead for the Raiders. Delzer in the paint, outside the Balloon, and we're going to get a blocking foul against Mitchell once again.
1-on-1 situation in both for both teams. So we'll be shooting free throws from here on out, but just trying to continue to battle is Mitchell, and as well as the Raiders are moving the ball, they're just trying to get a player in the right spot at the right time. And it's challenging sometimes. We talked about the challenge for Coach Dandenbring that he's got to get to his team to keep them playing at a high level because of where they are and what the expectations down the road. Coach Kipling's got to be in the same boat, just on the other end of it. He's got to try to get his players, like he said, his focus is going to get these players to compete at a level that they're going to be able to compete in that Sodex 16 here in a couple of weeks.
And Howard tries to save the ball. It's into the hands of the Raiders, though. And Macy Watson with a little Euro step at the other end. She gets her 7th point. That makes it 61-29 on the State Farm scoreboard as the Raiders continue to mount that lead. And now Macy Watson gets the steal, and she goes coast to coast for the basket.
Hey, Coach Dandenbring is going to take a timeout here. That's good for Coach Kipling because, like we said, the challenge is he wants his team to compete in that Sodex 16 in a couple of weeks. In order to do that, you got to make sure they don't mentally check out of this game because, even though you're down big, you're not going to win this game, but you got to be able to play and continue to compete. And because otherwise, if you mentally check out, then what you're learning is nothing. You're not really learning anything. You're just blindly running around, and you're not really focusing on playing the game of basketball and executing and getting better, which is what you should be with still a half a quarter to go.
Just under 4.5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter, 63-29. The Raiders with that lead. It's going to be Mitchell basketball now. Again, thanks for watching on GoRaidersLive.com. We appreciate that. Here's Seamston the basketball. Now they work it over. This is going to go to Delaney Deegan. Now we've got some younger players checked in as well. Shot clock down to 8 seconds. Deegan is going to shoot the 3. This one is good for Delaney Deegan. That's back-to-back three-pointers for the sophomore.
Yeah, Delaney Deegan coming off the bench. A nice help out for the Kernels there.
Higgins gets the ball to Claire Fierro. And now we're going to get a steal. That's going to be number 33. So that was Carson Welsh. Shot is no good, but they get it back. Wanting to drive the baseline is Kara Hofer. Instead, they'll give it to Dagan, and she's going to drive. And again, she gets the running jumper. 63-34, so a big fourth quarter there for Delaney Deegan. Or is it Dagan?
It's Dagan.
She has 8 points now.
Yeah, it turns into a JV game here with all your sub-varsity players. The Raiders seem to do really well in that game as well.
And the ball is loose. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay Raider basketball. Raiders going with Claire Fierro. Also number 2, Haley Oswald in there. Number 42, Eva Heinert. We've got Isabel Higgins and number 34, Gabby Love. Yep. So it will be Oswald. She triggers it in, gets it into Love in that left corner. She'll pass the ball. That one will go back outside. This is Claire Fierro. Fierro to Love, now left side. They work it to Higgins, back out to Love. She can shoot the three. That one hit the net, but otherwise it goes out of bounds. It looked so pretty. It was just put short. It looks so good, but it just hits the net and goes out of bounds, so it will be Mitchell basketball. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. 63-34 is your score. Raiders in command of this contest. This is Welsh, the basketball. Welsh gives it to Hofer. Hofer, she wants to drive. Instead, she'll kick it back to Welsh. Welsh gives the ball to Cadence Helverson. Helverson back out to Hofer, and Hofer is fouled. So she'll go to the free throw line. That's Kiera Hofer.
Just talking about the future of the Raiders and, talking about players, the JV squad coming out and playing right now for the Raiders. They looks really, really bright. I mean, you got a couple great seniors. Obviously, you got Jada McNabb's going to graduate, but think about the gals you have coming up. Brittany Jones is just a freshman. So Porter's a freshman. They both, obviously, Porter starts. Jones, significant time coming off of the bench. You have Gabby Love is the junior. Her younger sister is an exciting ball player that will be, contributing at the varsity level, if not next year, the year after that. So you think of those, Haley Oswald coming in, Macy Watson, and Macy also has a younger sister also at that level who will be contributing here in the next couple of years. So the future is definitely bright for the Raiders. Still bright. It always is. The Raiders girls program is just fantastic, continuing to feed.
And Isabel Higgins is going to get the rebound and the putback at the other end. That makes it a 30-point lead, 65-35 over Mitchell with just under 2 minutes to play here in this ball game. Again, our post-game show coming up very shortly. They work it around. They go to Hofer now. Hofer gets in the paint, kicks it right side. This is going to be Mackenzie Peterson. And we're going to get a foul. So that'll send Mackenzie Peterson to the free throw line.
And Eva Heiner, with two players, we're seeing the praises of the younger program of the Raiders and thinking the future is going to look good. The problem is there's also a few question marks. Obviously, you got Jada McNabb, so that's going to really create a different dynamic coming in, number one. Number two, Bailey Sobczak, players hard to replace, and the dynamics that they bring to the ball club. So, rechanging that dynamics next year.
Here's Kiera Hofer, the basketball. She'll hand it off. This one will go to Cadence Helverson. Back to Hofer. Hofer, top of the key. Looking inside. Down to 1:15, just 8 seconds on the shot clock. Helverson puts up a shot, partially blocked by the Raiders. Gabby Love comes away with it, gets the outlet pass. That goes to Oswald. Now ahead to Fierro, down low to Higgins. Higgins banks it in for two.
You just see, even at the JV level, great job. It's just ball movement. Pass down, find the open gal underneath, run in transition.
There's a shot in the low post. Shot's no good. It's going to be a foul. We're going to get a jump ball. You had like three players tying it up.
Could be a jump. You could call it travel. That whole pack went from one side of the lane all the way to the other side. Just a kind of a melee going on there.
49 seconds to go. Again, our post-game show coming up right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. There's a three. That one is no good. Trying to save it is Mitchell. They save it into the hands of Oswald. She gets the ball to Heinert. Back to Oswald. She'll cross the timeline now. They go to Fierro. She drives. The running baseline jumper is good for Claire Fierro. The running jumper for Claire Fierro. 69-35 is your score. A 34-point lead now for the Raiders. Down to the final 20 seconds. The shot clock is off. Mitchell trying to work it inside. Instead, the ball is loose. It was kicked into the backcourt. It's going to go out of bounds, and the Raiders will come away with it. they simply can just run out this 12 seconds now.
Right, yeah, they will easily do that. And Coach Dannenbring will, call that play out. But he's got to be talking to his players about, hey, what do we have to learn from this game? What to, get ourselves ready for this next game in order to complete this weekend.
Higgins is going to shoot a three off the buzzer there. That one is no good.
Not supposed to do that. Coach Dannenbring is like, look, we don't need that one there. And
so that's going to be your final on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. The final score, Rapid City Stevens 69, the Mitchell Kernels 35. We're back with our post-game show when we return in 1 minute, right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City and online at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Manholt Toyota. Pull up our website, scan your VIN, and you are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer in under 5 minutes. See you at DennyManholtToyota.com for your Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Everyone says they want to change the world. But not everyone will. We are not everyone.
Denny Manholt Rapid Chevrolet buys cars. You heard that right. We don't just sell cars, we buy them too. And what we really want is your certifiable vehicle. So if you drive a 16 or newer Chevy, GMC, Buick, or Cadillac with under 75,000 miles, we're ready to pay top dollar and want to talk to you. We make cash offers every day on all makes and models of local cars, trucks, and SUVs. No obligation appraisals, and it's fast and free. Stop by Denny Manholt Rapid Chevrolet or save time and start by visiting our website at rapidchevrolet.com.
You're doing a lot. Maybe you're starting a family, building a home, growing a business. Security First Bank knows your life is constantly changing. And while our commitment remains constant, we're changing too, with tools, technology, and new products from people you trust. For all the ways you're changing and all the things you're doing, we're the bank. Security First Bank. Member FDIC.